routine in his preparation. I think he's found over the last year and a half a good way of preparing for test matches, knowing when to do the work and when to not do the work. So he's worked out a really good routine. But look, it's his third 100 and he's still got a long way to go. He's a fantastic talent. He's an amazing player to watch. So easy on the eye and just seems to have so much time. But it's pretty much the start of hopefully going to be a successful test match career for him. So he's still got work to do. He's done amazingly well this last 18 months, but not the finished article yet, and I'm still expecting a lot more from him in the years to come. Regarding Mushfiq, I'm sure all you guys see that he hits more balls than anybody I've ever seen or anybody I've ever worked with. Amazing determination and desire to do well. But I think a lot of players at international level just want a little bit of love and support, and particularly when things are not going well, feel that they're being backed. For sure, he's worked a little bit on his technique over the last couple of games, but he knows how to get runs. So it's all about supporting players when they're not going through a bad run, and you don't just get rid of quality players like that if they're going through a bit of a slump. So just be patient and backing their ability. No, look, test match cricket turns so quickly. You've still got Mossadegh to come, so having that extra bit of cushion also helps us a little bit. Nobody knew what's going to happen, but a fantastic, one of the best partnerships I've seen in international cricket that I've been able.
Russell, Mominul and Litong were bowled in incoming deliveries back in Chittagong. Yeah, this is happening.
Yeah, look, I think, and Shandru was probably the first to admit it wasn't his best shot. He's a more organised, tighter player than that, but he's still got a lot of learning to do in international cricket. He's got all the ability. I think he can be a fantastic player for Bangladesh. And people must remember, when you think of Litton's first 15, 16, 17 test matches, also a lot of question marks asked about him. So much ability, has averaging 20, 21. He's now averaging nearly 40, 36, 37. So he's still learning. Batting at the top of the order, never easy. Coming against a new ball under a little bit of pressure. So he'd be the first to admit it wasn't his best shot. But I know he's a quality player. I've seen the way he practices, the way he plays, his ability. It's all about just learning about batting long periods of time in international cricket. Because he's got a fantastic record. He's got the most hundreds in Bangladesh cricket. He's got 11 test hundreds in, I think, 51 test matches. I mean, you've got some fantastic players in that team. Mushfiq's got his 9th in maybe 75 test matches. Mominul's got 11 in 53, 54, so he knows how to get runs. And all players go through slumps in form, and all players lose a little bit of confidence and belief. As coaches, it's your job to support those players in those times and make sure that they get out of those slumps at certain stages, because they're all going to go through it.
Do you think he is in off form?
Do I think he's off form?
Yes.
I don't think he's off form, he's just out of runs. He's not getting runs. I watched him in the nets. Even this morning, he looked really good. His positions were really good when he batted. So he's out of runs, not out of form.
Surprise you?
No, very good wicket. I thought it was a good wicket. Very few dismissals. Maybe Mominul got quite a good ball that stayed down a little bit, but good wicket. Good wicket.
And Mushfiq is someone in the way.
Absolutely. But it creates an opportunity to develop the next player. Because like I've always said, the Mushfiqs, the Shakibs, time is not going to be around forever. And we need to find times to play guys like Rabi. Make sure we stick with Shanto, because they need to come into the test team, and those guys are done with 15, 20 test matches behind the name. So obviously disappointing because he's in good form at the moment, but provides an opportunity for somebody else to develop the game and go forward. Well, when you say a long time, I mean, it's 4 tests ago, he got an unbelievable 80 in New Zealand. So it's just 4 tests ago. That's 1 test in Christchurch, he got 30 odd, 2 tests in South Africa, and this test, and the first test match here, so it's not a long time. He played a fantastic innings in Mount Maunganui to set up the game for the Guru 1. There's no player that gets runs every single game. It's part of it. He's a quality player. He's got 11 test runs. He's got the best record of any Bangladeshi batter in terms of hundreds to test matches. There's a big score around the corner for him. I'm not about that. No, he's really taking his game to the next level. I think batting him lower down the order has helped him. He will definitely become Bangladesh's number 4 or number 5 in time to come, but having him at number 6, number 7 position takes a little bit of pressure off him. He can play with good intent and positivity, and he's been fantastic for us for the last year and a half. No, you know, in this game, you're 2 wickets away from being in a tricky position again. The average score here, day 1, our first innings is 314. At the moment, if these two can get through the first hour tomorrow, puts us in a really good position. If they can get us to 300 with no damage, more stake to come, we can't do far ahead. We're going to look at the first ball, first hour tomorrow, and then see who we go, because the rate was fantastic today. You know, in Morocco, the game speeds up. You can roll a side out in 2-3 sessions, yes, so the game speeds up as the game goes on. We can't look for it. All our folks in the first session.
Thanks.
Thank you.